Real fast food should always grab your attention with big, gutsy flavours, fantastic aromas, and be immediately satisfying. It should also be easy to make and quick to cook. And real fast food doesn't get much faster than my first dish. Chicken stir fry with rice noodles. Some of the best street food I've ever eaten was in Asia. Every one of those little markets was filled with smells of delicious food that all centred around an Asian staple, noodles. Learn to cook those properly, and you'll be surprised how quick and easy it is to knock up a delicious dinner. First off, we're going to soak our noodles. Now, these are rice noodles. Into a bowl, and just pour the hot water over the rice noodles. Soak and rehydrate. 12 to 15 minutes to soften up. If you've got a wok, perfect. If not, just a normal size frying pan with big sloping sides. Pan on. Get it really nice and hot. Chicken breast, very lean, hardly any fat. On there, you've got this little fillet. Just slice that off. Now, the secret to getting it really nice and thin and to cut it into strips. Take your knife, keep it nice and flat on the board, and sort of slice it in half, like a sort of scallop. Like that. We call this butterflying the chicken. Take a rolling pin and nice and gently roll over the chicken. And what it does, it sort of flattens it, allows you to slice it even thinner. And the thinner the slice of the chicken, the sort of crispier it gets, the quicker it cooks. Slice it in half. Just start slicing these nice, thin slices. And the good news is, one chicken breast can serve 2 or 3 easily. Next, wash your knife and finely slice garlic. The thinner the garlic, the crispier. This is a young, tender broccoli. Just slice them down. I want a bite to the broccoli. And normally you sort of paste the dish with 1/3 noodles, 1/3 vegetables, and 1/3 of your protein, chicken. With a dish that takes literally minutes to put together, it's really important to get everything organised. Everything needs to be at your fingertips. Touch of olive oil. Get that pan really nice and ready. Just starting to smoke. Drop the chicken in first. Touch of salt, pepper. Open up those little strands of chicken. Nice. Once you've started to sear off the chicken, get the garlic in. Now, let that get really nice and crispy. And the way to do it is to sort of spread all the chicken, the garlic, up the side of the pan. You can see why it's so important to cut the chicken into thin strips, because it colours and cooks at the same time as well. Really, really crucial. Now that garlic's getting really nice and crispy. Broccoli in. Feels strange putting raw broccoli in like that. Normally, we blanch it in boiling water, dry it out, but you want that crunch. Now, soy sauce. That helps to season it, but also stains beautifully. Soy sauce in. Lovely. That's exactly what I want. Now take that out. Give your pan a little wipe out. A little teaspoon of olive oil. Get that wok really nicely oiled again. Drain your noodles. They're beautiful. This is a really exciting way of finishing this quick stir fry. Very classic. 2 eggs in. Whisk up the eggs. And give that a really good whisk. Sort of almost spread it up the side of the pan. Lightly season the eggs, noodles in, chicken and broccoli in. And give that a really nice mix. You want the egg to sort of almost bring the dish together. That egg's cooked. Make sure you got that nice even distribution of chicken, broccoli, garlic. Lovely. And then just finish that fresh lime. And there you have a very simple, delicious stir fry with rice noodles.
Street food gets its name because it's cooked and eaten on the streets. From the hawker markets in Asia to the New York hot dog stands, there are some great chefs out there serving seriously delicious food that you can eat on the go. My first recipe is a special mix of fantastic flavors from around the world. Beef tacos with wasabi mayo.
The great thing about street food is anything goes. The only rule is they've got to be really fast and really tasty. Now, these tacos mix a Mexican and Japanese flavors into a delicious, meaty mouthful. First off, get that pan really nice and hot. These are sirloin steaks. Sear it in the pan with all that fat on. It'll add flavor. Salt and pepper. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil in. Pan, nice and hot. Hold up the steak and lay it in. Always lay away. Give the pan a little shake and it stops the steak from sticking. We're looking for colour. And if it sticks, it's going to burn.
While the steaks are cooking, I can get on with my super quick marinade.
Now, 2 tablespoons of miso paste. That's a fermented soybean. That gives a really nice sort of rich sweetness. Tablespoon of sugar, a couple of tablespoons rice wine. That gives it a really nice vinegary kick. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil, salt and pepper. I'm looking for a nice sort of thick, rich marinade.
Marinade done, it's time to turn the steaks.
Salt the pan and to give the steaks a little baste. All we're doing every time is just adding more and more flavour. Take your tongs and sort of lift the steak on its back and really melt all that fat down. Off with the gas. Take them out. Just take your knife. See all that fat there? Just slice that off. I don't want any of that. Now, in to the marinade. Beautiful.
Tacos are one of Mexico's most popular street foods. They can be made from beef, pork, chicken or fish and are loaded up with amazing sauces and spices.
Now, I want something sort of pickly. Cabbage. These are Chinese cabbages. Slice it in half. And look at it, really crisp and really tasty. We're going to slice that into quarters and then just shred it and take your time. Think of cabbage here and you think of sort of braised, overcooked cabbage. Nothing worse. But in a taco, you want freshness. A little season of chili flakes. They sort of discreetly give it a little bit of heat. A little touch of rice wine vinegar. If you haven't got that, fresh lemon juice. A small drop of toasted sesame seed oil. Give that a really good mix. Now I need something to sort of bring it together. We take some wasabi paste. Very hot, very spicy, a sort of thumbnail size. I'm gonna mix that with a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise and give that a really good mix. These are basic corn tortilla. The trick is to sort of colour them and then shape them. Actually place it on the gas ring. Use some tongs so as not to burn yourself.
You can also toast your tacos in a frying pan.
From there, I'm just gonna place it on the rolling pin. Literally 30 seconds as it cools down.
The great thing about serving tacos is people can fill them themselves, just the way they want them.
Cabbage, just squeeze out wet marinade. A nice rustic little mountain. Mayonnaise on. Wait till you see how soft and delicious and almost sort of melting in the mouth texture we've got on this amazing sirloin. So we've got that really nice sear around the outside. It's just nice and pink in the middle. Start off with my crispy shell. Back of the spoon with the wasabi mayonnaise inside the taco. And just sprinkle that delicious pickled cabbage. And then just start lining my taco with 3 or 4 slices. Touch more of my spicy mayo. And that is how I'd make the perfect taco.